Hollywood just lost one of its most beloved hearts. Diane Ladd has passed away at 89. The three-time Oscar-nominated actress, best known for Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore and Wild at Heart, left behind a legacy that defined authenticity and grace in every role she played. Her daughter, actress Laura Dern, confirmed the heartbreaking news with a tribute that moved Hollywood to tears, writing, "My amazing hero and my profound gift of a mother, Diane Ladd, passed with me beside her this morning." In that single message, the world felt the quiet beauty of a final goodbye between two generations of Hollywood greatness. Laura Dern's words painted a picture of deep love, a bond that went far beyond the screen. She said her mother passed peacefully at home in California, surrounded by family and light. It was a quiet end to a life that touched millions. For more than 6 decades, Diane Ladd stood as one of Hollywood's most respected artists, a woman who could turn even the smallest role into something unforgettable. She wasn't just another face in classic films. She was the pulse that made them human. From diner waitresses to devoted mothers, she played women who felt real, flawed, funny, and fiercely alive. Her performances carried that rare honesty that made audiences see themselves in her characters. Ladd's career spanned both film and television, switching effortlessly between comedy and drama, between heart and heartbreak. And while fame was never her goal, authenticity was always her trademark. That's what made her not only a star but a storyteller. Diane Ladd was one of those rare actresses who could shine anywhere, on the big screen or the small one, and make every moment feel real. She didn't need grand costumes or flashy lines to stand out. Her power came from truth. From waitresses and mothers to neighbors and lifelong friends, she brought depth to everyday people, showing the world that the most ordinary lives can carry extraordinary emotion. In Martin Scorsese's Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore, she gave the classic diner waitress her own heartbeat, mixing toughness with tenderness in a way no one had done before. In Chinatown, she added mystery to a story already drenched in secrets, proving that even a small role could leave a lasting mark. Then came Rambling Rose, where she and her daughter Laura Dern shared the screen, both earning Oscar nominations for performances that felt heartbreakingly human. And in David Lynch's Wild at Heart, she revealed her darker edge, a wild, unpredictable energy that critics still call one of her most daring roles. Across every genre, Diane Ladd carried the same quiet magic, that rare ability to make audiences forget they were watching an actor and believe they were seeing real life unfold. In a town known for complicated families and fading bonds, Diane Ladd and Laura Dern stood apart, a mother and daughter who built a legacy side by side. Their connection wasn't just personal, it was artistic, powerful, and enduring. They shared the screen in Rambling Rose, Wild at Heart, Inland Empire, Citizen Ruth, and HBO's Enlightened. And in nearly all of them, they played what they were in real life, a mother and daughter who understood each other completely. It was that authenticity, the unspoken warmth, the real laughter, the shared glances, that made their performances impossible to fake. Hollywood has seen famous mother-daughter duos before: Judy Garland and Liza Minnelli, Debbie Reynolds and Carrie Fisher. But Diane and Laura were different. Theirs wasn't a story of rivalry or pain. It was one of partnership and respect. Laura often said that acting with her mother felt like breathing the same truth, and audiences could feel it too. Even as Laura Dern built her own career, she never stopped crediting her mother for teaching her what real artistry meant: honesty, patience, and heart. And now, as the world says goodbye to Diane Ladd, it's that bond that remains her most beautiful legacy. What made Diane Ladd unforgettable wasn't just her talent. It was her ability to give ordinary women extraordinary depth. She could take a simple line, a quiet glance, or a moment of silence, and turn it into something you'd remember long after the credits rolled. Her performances were grounded, but never small. In Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore, she brought humor and heart to the role of the sharp-tongued waitress who became the film's soul, earning one of her 3 Oscar nominations. In David Lynch's Wild at Heart, She flipped the script entirely, stepping into a world of chaos and desire with a Lynchian edge that few could match. That performance, raw, strange, and hypnotic, remains one of her most daring. She worked with some of Hollywood's greatest directors, Martin Scorsese, David Lynch, Mike Nichols, and Alexander Payne, and each of them saw in her the same thing: a performer who could blend steel and softness in a single scene. Whether she was the mother of a politician in Primary Colors or a mysterious figure in Chinatown, Diane Ladd never played a stereotype. She played people, flawed, fierce, and full of truth. Every character she touched carried a spark of real life, and that's what made her performances timeless. The moment Laura Dern announced her mother's passing, tributes began pouring in from every corner of Hollywood. Actors, directors, and longtime friends flooded social media with messages filled with love, laughter, and memories. They didn't just remember Diane Ladd for her performances. They remembered her spirit. Colleagues described her as fearless on set, endlessly kind off it, and always the first to lift up younger actors trying to find their place. Fans shared their favorite scenes, from her sharp wit in Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore to her haunting mystery in Chinatown, reminding the world how many lives she'd touched through her work. Laura Dern posted again later that day, thanking everyone for their messages and writing. "My mother taught me that love and art are the same thing. Both last forever." It was the kind of line Diane Ladd herself might have spoken in one of her movies, tender, honest, and full of quiet strength. Across Hollywood, one message kept repeating: there will never be another Diane Ladd. For more than 6 decades, Diane Ladd built a career defined by resilience, heart, and honesty. 3 Oscar nominations, dozens of unforgettable performances, and a lifetime of work that shaped generations of actors who came after her. She was proof that true artistry isn't about fame, it's about truth. Every character she played carried a piece of real life, a reflection of someone we've known, loved, or lost. She gave a voice to the quiet fighters, the dreamers, the everyday women who rarely got to be seen in full light. And in doing so, she became one of the most respected and beloved figures in American cinema. Even in her final years, Diane Ladd continued to work, inspire, and teach, reminding everyone that passion never fades with age. She lived as she performed, with depth, grace, and courage. Diane Ladd may be gone, but her voice, her presence, and her stories will echo through generations.